It is a new day. It's 6:30. I've been up about an hour. I woke up naturally by myself, so I just decided to get ready and take it slow. But oh my gosh, my room is so hot. Like, it's so cool in the corridor. It's so cool out here, but I am sweating my tits off because in the room it was like 35 degrees, I swear. But I've just ordered an Uber. I'm heading to the airport. I'm wearing the same clothes that I wore on one of my first day trips to Australia, and now it's on my last day trip in Australia. Well, 2-day trip. But yeah, getting an Uber to the airport. I'm going a little bit early because I need to work out how to store this bag. Now, supposedly there are storage facilities in Sydney airports. However, the link on the website doesn't take me to any page. So I'm really hoping they still exist, otherwise I am screwed. Arrived in Uluru. The flight was fine, but it was very delayed, so I ended up messaging the tour company to say that I was probably going to miss my pickup and was there anywhere else I could go, and they basically said they would wait for me. Well, it turns out there's a half an hour time difference here, so actually I'm very much on time and early. And now I don't know if I'm just not missing them or if they're coming later to pick me up, so we will see. It is very hot. It's 34 degrees here, so very, very hot, and I'm already being bothered by all the mosquitoes. So I'm going to try and find a net, but I thought there'd be some place to buy it here, and there is no shops at all. It's the world's smallest airport. FYI, I don't know if that's a fact, but it just feels like it. I feel like I've made it worse for myself by letting them know that we were delayed. They're still not here. It's now 1:20. I have had time to put my sun cream on, so my sun cream is out on everywhere. But yeah, I didn't bring any check-in luggage because I knew it was going to be close and I didn't want to miss the drive, obviously. Well, it's now half an hour later than the original time and I'm still here. But the head office has just texted me to say he's on his way. I won't be too much longer. But yeah, I feel like I was rushing, and now I didn't need to rush at all. I didn't need to sit at the front or anything. I was sat at the front of the plane so I could get off first, but didn't need to. So my driver did end up coming and picking me up and was about half an hour late. We've come to the cultural centre, been here about an hour, no photography or videography in any of like the cultural sites, which I'm quite surprised at, but you can record and take pictures outside at least. And this is Ayers Rock, this is Uluru. First glimpse of it anyway. There are still quite a few flies around, and I was going to get a fly net, but they're $13 here, and I only have $9 left. So if I don't want to transfer more money, which I don't really want to, I'm just going to have to live with them. I feel like I'll still be bothered by them on my body anyway, so it doesn't make too much difference. But the most interesting thing about the cultural centre that I found was that they've removed people that have passed away's pictures, names, voices out of cultural respect, which is crazy to me. But also in the next sort of, a lot of people were quite old, so in the next sort of 10 years they're going to have to redesign this whole sort of display. So we're doing our first kind of unguided walk alongside the rock. Apparently it's 20 minutes one way, but there was a little station to refill water and it was empty by the time I got to it, so I've got this much to last me. It's 36 degrees right now. I do have Factor 50 on everywhere. This is hot. Put my insect repellent everywhere, but the flies are like attacking me. I've breathed 2 in and I've swallowed 1. I'm not enjoying this. I may just have to splurge and buy a fly net at the next place because this is not enjoyable. tour guide has kindly given me his fly net, and it has honestly changed my life. So we've done a few different walks around the base of Uluru, and now we have had some nibbles and we're just waiting for the sun to set. As you can see, it started setting, but not quite over the rock just yet. So we'll probably be here for about half an hour and then head back to camp. And apparently tonight we're having a barbecue. Most people have taken off their nets so that they can eat and drink, but I'll be honest, I'm not risking it. Like you can already see, don't know if you can see, there's loads of flies still, and I'm not enjoying them at all. So don't get me wrong, the sunset is definitely pretty, but it's pretty on this side and not so much over Uluru itself. He was telling us about the trees on the way, and the trees tend to have more leaves throughout when they're younger, and then when the root system develops and gets deeper into the water underground, then they only have leaves at the top. I've just got into my what do they call it, eco tent, safari tent, and it's really quite nice. It's like a room, probably nicer than a hostel room. This is the door, and then there's hooks, one bed, two bed, little table, and more hooks. A couple of us had a slight issue with the fitted sheets not fitting at all, but I've swapped with one of the girls that's sleeping outside under the stars, and this one fits, so my bed is pretty much made. So I've just been to see the bathroom facilities, and actually they're not too bad. I've had worse. There's hot and cold water, there's flushes, it's quite nice. Correction, nice for a camp. So this is the option if you pay for the swag, and these are the tents. People have gone to have showers now, and I would love a shower, mainly just to cool off, but I only have my pyjamas with me, other than the clothes that I'm wearing tomorrow and these sweaty clothes, so I'm going to hold out till after tea and then go have a shower.
Cranberry and
We're missing 3.
yes.
It is almost 10 o'clock. I've just had a shower and I feel so much better and cleaner and less sweaty and sticky. And luckily the tent now is a lot cooler, so I actually think I'm going to sleep really well. We had a lovely barbecue for tea. It was really filling, but I think because it was so late, it was like 8:30, that none of us were really hungry, so there's so much left over. But I have tried some very Australian animals for the first time. I tried camel burger, I tried kangaroo like steak almost, and then I tried crocodile sausages. So very unusual for me to try them. None of them were bad, but none of them were good. The crocodile was tasted like a chicken sausage. The camel burger was just really chewy, didn't like that one. And then the kangaroo was just a bit gristly. So yeah, don't particularly think I'll be having any of them anytime soon, but crocodile was okay. Very much hoping that I don't need the toilet in the middle of the night because it's ages away. But there's a couple of girls that haven't upgraded to the tents, so they're sleeping outside in like sleeping bags on the floor. Slightly more than that, but pretty much that. I feel so bad for them. It is pretty out there. Like, I've tried to take some pictures and videos of the stars, but they're all coming out blurry. But still, not ideal. It's a new day. It's 5:30. I've been up about an hour. We are supposed to be setting off, but I'm desperate for the toilet, so I'm just quickly running to the toilet first. I slept on and off, not the best. I ended up having a bug in my ear, so once I got that out, it kind of creeped me out. But hey ho, we've had breakfast. Just about to head to the opposite side of Uluru and watch the sunrise. Literally as soon as the sun started to rise, the flies came out. So this very quickly went on. Literally, I'm so thankful my guide had a spare one because I would have died without them. But we've just watched the sunrise. We definitely came early, but we were like the second ones here. And then afterwards, like 10 more groups came, so it got very busy. But yeah, very pretty. We got to see Uluru. And the one I haven't quite let the name of, Kata something, which is sort of the more bumpy one. So we have just got to Kata Tjuta, I think that's how you pronounce it. It used to be known as Mout, Olga and the Olgas. It's made up of 35 domes, and we're about to do the Valley of the Winds walk, which is about 3 hours, he said. It's a lot cooler today. It's currently only 25 degrees. It's going to get up to 29, 30, but yesterday was 36, so I'm very grateful. Like 3 different points where you can stop the walk early and turn around, or you can do the full circuit walk. I would like to do the full circuit walk, and technically I am on schedule to do it according to like the national guidelines, but he's wanting to do it in 3 hours, not 4 hours, and he keeps saying we'll stay together, but I've been left behind, which I expected somewhat because I know I'm a lot slower than people. I can do it, I can do everything, but just A, my fitness, but B, my ankle. I just have to take things slower, especially when going uphill and downhill, which is pretty much this whole route. So I can't see anyone in front or behind at the moment, which is a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's fine. I'm trying to take it because it's really pretty, and they're just like steaming ahead, so not giving any time to take pictures or taking the views. But what I will probably do is stop at the second to last, so the third stop, and go back on myself rather than do the circular route and hold everyone up. Very almost at the end of the full route, so I'm proud of myself. I've done it. I told myself if I got to the last like turning around point before the 1 hour mark, I would do the whole thing. I literally got there 59 minutes. Got to the 2/3 part at exactly 2 hours. And then this last bit, he said it'll only take half an hour, but I think it's probably going to take a little bit longer because we're almost at the half an hour mark now. And I can't quite see the car park just yet. I really don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm glad I did because this one had really pretty views and I really wanted to see like all the Olgas rather than just the one. I don't really know why it's called Valley of the Winds Walk because there was no wind at all. I am sweating. I'd really like to have a drink, but I haven't had time to like stop and have a drink properly. So I've drunk one of my bottles and refilled it. I think most people have gone through like 2 bottles. Anyway, it's now 32 degrees. It's getting hot. So yeah, hopefully nearly there. I did eventually make it down. Oh my gosh, these flies. Everyone else was waiting for me, but I made it down in 2 hours 37, which isn't too bad. I'm absolutely knackered. I had a quick sort of body shower, changed my top, but it's already really sweaty again. So pretty pointless. And I didn't have any spare trousers, so couldn't change my trousers. We've just had lunch and I was starving. But because it's so hot, I don't feel like I can eat anything. So I've left about a quarter of it. But I'm just going to the toilet and then we're going to the airport. I'm very excited to not have to fly there ever again. I'm at the airport, through security, just waiting for the plane. I've got about 15 minutes before boarding. Got a couple of girls that I did the trip with. I'm just watching the bags while they go change. And then I'm going to try and find an ice cream. Literally been the most stressful hour of my life. My flight from Ayers actually landed early, which is nice. Then it was delayed in disembarking. And then there was a really rude woman who literally put her bag in front of me and said it was row by row, really rudely. So I literally had to wait for ages. So I then had to run. I just made it to the shuttle bus, just in time before it left. And then raced to get my baggage, checked my baggage in 2 minutes before the deadline with help from this friendly guy, like a Qantas guy, a guy that works for the airline. And then I just freshened up in the toilets because I was really stressed. I was sweating like mad. My hair was a mess, so I've shoved it up, as you can see. I've not shoved it up, I've put it up. So yeah, just a bit stressful. Anyway, thought I had loads of time. Going through security. Security was a breeze, literally walked straight through. So it's literally taking me like 2 minutes. Fastest airport security ever. And now I'm heading to my gate because it's already boarding. 55, gate 55, a 9-minute walk. Ugh. So it's boarding early. It doesn't technically say boarding, it says gate open, but that pretty much means it's boarding. So yeah, that's the end of my Australia trip, which is crazy. 4 weeks. Finished, and now I'm heading to New Zealand. The signs literally told me to go all the way up there, but actually I could have just cut across the shop. But anywho, I don't know if I mentioned, but this flight actually got earlier by an hour. So it's been a concern that I wasn't going to make the flight the whole time. Luckily I am going to make it, but yeah, I wish it was an hour later like originally planned. I'm actually so hungry. I didn't eat much of lunch like I said because it was just too hot and I was knackered. But it's now almost 7:30. Well, almost 7 o'clock. It's 18:40 and I'm starving and I'm still on McDonald's, but I only have 73 cents left to my name, so I don't really want to buy anything else. Bugger, I just realised if I was any earlier, I could have gone to the lounge and got free food. So I have finally made it to New Zealand. I'm now in Auckland. Very, very late. We've landed 2 hours later than originally scheduled. It is like 1:30, 2 o'clock maybe. It's taking me a lot longer to get through security because I have a bit of dust on my shoes from Uluru and you have to declare it. So I ended up going through security, had to have a conversation, then I had to walk through like a foot bath with my shoes, and then I had to have all my bags x-rayed. It was very strange, but everyone was lovely, but just strange. But yeah, now I'm getting an Uber. I've just got some food, so I've got ham and cheese toasty because they did provide a small meal, but it was either beef or a chicken salad. So I thought I'd get the chicken salad. I ate the chicken, but it was like a very fancy salad, so I didn't really eat the salad. And then they had some rice crackers with cheese, so I ate the rice crackers but no cheese. So I'm pretty hungry. I've not eaten since 12 o'clock yesterday, and it's now 2 o'clock. So I've got some food, and then hopefully I'll be able to get to bed. I've made it to the hostel. I'm just checked in, so I'm gonna go get ready for bed and go to sleep.